Welcome to Ouch. Was that a ghost? This podcast may contain graphic material, which some listeners may find disturbing. Listener discretion is advised.
Help me.
Now that we covered that, here's your host, Liz.
Ouch. Was that a ghost? With Liz and
Mike, back again for Torture Tuesday. Buckle in and put the kids to bed. It's time for some torture. I'm trying new things out. Just seeing what happens.
I think it's working.
All right. It might catch on one day.
I've had no complaints about it so far.
I've complained about it every day, but you don't read my emails, so.
Oh, no, I don't. I block those.
Like, that
Tacular.
guy's awful who comes on here. Tacular. You know, I go on Facebook and I do my thing, and whoever acknowledges it, acknowledges it. Whoever doesn't.
Everyone just ignores you.
They kind of do. I commented on everyone's post, and there was only like a couple ha-has back. I mean, I crack myself up, so I don't care. Yeah. And at least you find it a little amusing sometimes. So,
I enjoy it.
so what do we got
All
for
right.
torture today? I'm excited.
So today I'm covering probably one of the most well-known execution devices. So when you
Ooh.
think of capital punishment, what's the first device that comes to mind?
Capital punishment, there's the electric chair.
There you go.
All right, perfect.
And
First
the
try.
electric chair was actually invented on accident.
Okay.
This was the
Wh-
time
whoops.
I know. Whoops.
Whoops. My bad.
Electricity was brand new at the time, so people were still like just freaked out by it. You know, like I guess in awe of it and freaked out because it's just like,
Yeah, it's the unknown, so it's
yeah,
scary
anything
for
that
everyone.
you don't understand is going to be scary, like you
Yes.
said. This was back in the time when doctors were even taking corpses and shocking them, and they saw movement, so they're like, "Oh, we're bringing them back to life." And the time of like Frankenstein, so everyone was just like curious, petrified, everything about electricity.
Yes.
So, in Buffalo, New York, on August 7th, 1881, George Lemuel Smith, he was a drunken dock worker, and
That makes sense because there's really not much in Buffalo to do other than get drunk and work dock. So
he was looking for the thrill of a tingling sensation.
okay. This isn't going to get sexual, is it? Because
Oh, it's
all
not.
right.
It's just that was in multiple articles that said that sentence, and I was hysterical every time I read it. But apparently he felt that before when he grabbed a guardrail inside of an electric company. So while he was drunk, he was like, wow, I want to feel that again. So he snuck into the electrical plant and touched a live circuit, and he died instantly.
All right. Whoops, my bad.
So then there was a local dentist named Alfred Southwick who was
No.
reading the newspaper and saw what happened to Lemuel Smith. And he was like, I have an idea. That seems like it was almost painless. This could be a less barbaric way to execute prisoners instead of hanging, which was predominantly used at the time. But a lot of the hangings didn't go as planned. A lot of them were botched. Some people would be hanging there for a long time. Your neck wouldn't snap. And it was really gruesome for the public, for the person doing the hanging, and for the person being executed.
Yeah, you don't want an ugly death. You want a nice, clean death.
Yeah.
100%.
So
If I'm going to kill someone, I don't want them to suffer.
Southwick, along with Dr. Fell and the head of the Buffalo ASPCA, experimented electrocuting, this is horrible, with hundreds of stray dogs. They did it in all sorts of ways with different electrodes, different placements. They did it in and out of water. And Southwick even went on to publish his ideas in scientific journals in 1882 or 1883. I can't tell which one's right.
Yeah, I don't remember. I forget back in those days.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And in that, he was trying to calculate what a human would need for the same results just by like scaling up from his animal calculations.
Okay. So he tortured a bunch of animals to kill humans. That sounds about right. That's history in the making. It's happened in every form throughout
Yeah,
history. Yeah. That's normally the first go-to is killing animals,
that's
unfortunately.
terrible.
Yeah, well, I
And a
mean,
few hundreds. It wasn't one or two. It was a few
oh, I know,
hundred
yeah.
stray dogs. That sucks.
Now, for the guy who killed himself touching the railing or touching the electric,
The tingling sensation
he
guy.
really needed those 9-volt batteries back then. It would have saved him a lot of anguish.
Oh, to lick
Just
them.
lick them, and he would have got his thrill and got, you know what I mean? It would have just been
Why? Why did we do that as kids? That was so
we
stupid.
needed the thrill of a tingling sensation or whatever he was chasing.
Do you remember that fridge when we were kids and you'd touch the fridge and you'd touch the sink and it would shoot you across the room?
Yeah, and it was in the house for like a year or two.
And we
And
thought it was
would
funny.
happen. And then I finally pulled the fridge out, and the thing was half unplugged. I plugged it all the way in, and it never happened again. I was like, "Oh, quick fix." You figure one of the adults would have figured that out.
I didn't even realize you were the one that fixed that.
Yeah, I like one day I was like, "Something's wrong with this," and I looked behind it, and the plug was like half hanging out and like sparking. I was like, "Yeah, that might be it."
Oh, well, thank you for saving my life.
Oh, you're welcome. That's what I do. I didn't want you to go out that way.
Appreciate it.
Reinvented the electric chair.
So after a few publicized botched hangings and the public outcry, there was a commission made called the Jerry Commission in 1888, which was made in order to find a more humane way of execution.
Mhm.
So they brainstormed all sorts of methods. Some suggested morphine, but they said, no, that's way too easy and painless. They wanted
absurd. This research, this is too good. We can't have it perfect.
So they pulled it back. That was scrapped immediately.
Oh, man.
They wanted it to look bad, but not too painless either. So Alfred Southwick was one of the three men on this commission where he began advocating for electrocution as an alternative. He thought of doing it in a table, in a telephone booth, but Southwick, being a dentist, was like, hey, let's use a chair. So he took a dental chair and kind of modified it,
Mhm.
and that would go on to be the electric chair. Southwick contacted Thomas Edison, who Edison was opposed to the death penalty, but Southwick said, put your personal feelings aside and let's just try to make something more humane because it's going to happen anyway. So he said, sure, I'll come meet with the committee. And at this time, there was another man named George Westinghouse,
Yep.
who was Edison's fiercest business competitor, because Edison's company used direct current, and the Pennsylvania engineer Westinghouse used alternating current. And this
Okay.
was like a huge thing at the time. They went in the media back and forth, like, oh, he sucks. No, he sucks. And Edison agreed to make the apparatus, but under the
You're talking about AC/DC?
yes,
Oh, okay. I'm just double checking
yes,
if we're on a highway
it's
to
all
hell
about a
here.
rock band.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
didn't
this
know.
is about.
Okay.
So Edison agreed to help make the apparatus, but under the condition that they use alternating currents, and Westinghouse will be the one to make it.
I like
This way-
Westinghouse better.
Westinghouse,
Westinghouse.
because he just wanted to make his competitor look like an asshole and
Yeah, I
make
know.
his like alternated current look scary to the public.
Yeah, he wants to be the number one. Obviously, they're competing.
Mm-hmm. The commissioner. Can I talk today?
I think you're doing a great job. Just keep it up.
The commission gathered electrical experts, including Edison, who suggested AC and Westinghouse generators, and they started to test this at the Edison laboratory. They performed horrific tests. They used animals like dogs, calves, cats, pigs, and they actually tried to get Westinghoused as a verb to catch on. They wanted everyone to say like, yo, you were Westinghoused.
He got committed to Westinghousing. You got Westinghouse, son.
He was trying his hardest to make that catch on. And Edison
Did it catch
felt
on?
it didn't.
No, it didn't.
We can try though. We can bring it back.
I mean, we can bring that. I see a T-shirt coming up.
Edison found the most humane way to kill a condemned inmate was by attaching electrodes to the head and the base of the spine and letting that run through. And that's what
And
they
a
were
good
doing to
zap through the
horses.
heart. Yeah.
Yeah. So in 1888, New York agreed to make the electric chair its primary execution method. Although one hadn't been designed yet, Edison made a diagram of a generator and he made sure to put Westinghouse in like big letters in the center of the diagram, simultaneously making sure everyone knew how dangerous this power was. And he made sure everyone knew this was the same exact power that would be going through your house. If you went through a Westinghouse Electric, you'd have this really dangerous power in your house.
Just the best smear campaign he could ever think of.
They were
Don't
brutal.
fill your house with this, or you'll get Westinghouse.
Yes. They agreed that conductors should be attached to the head and the feet of the condemned individual and that the state should handle this, not the counties. So they set up 3 chairs, one in Auburn, one in Clinton, and one in Sing Sing prison.
Nice. Little
Politicians...
experimental chairs.
I know, that would suck. Well, you'll hear about the first guy. It didn't turn out too well.
No, I'm guessing it didn't.
The politicians didn't specify the electricity type or amount. So the New York Medico-Legal Society was formed, and this was a group of doctors and lawyers that decided that 3,000 volts of electricity should be used, but if it should be direct current or alternating current was still up for debate. And the decision was mixed in with the battle still going on with Edison and Westinghouse, known as the War of the Currents.
Of course, politics comes into killing someone.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this was basically both men trying to make their mode of electricity the standard. Commercially, they've been rivals since 1886, but now it's 1888, and it's a full-on media war between the two men. Westinghouse refused to be part of manufacturing the chairs. He said, I don't want my name on it. I want no part of it. And he wouldn't even sell generators to the public officials. So what Edison did was he set out a team to scour the area, and they ended up finding 3 aftermarket generators. And they were nice enough to bring these generators to be used for the chairs, ensuring that the Westinghouse equipment was associated with the first execution.
Oh, so they donated used bad generators to the chairs?
So they worked fine. They just wanted to make sure that they had his name on it.
Oh, all right. So they just wanted to make sure everything Westinghouse was associated with this brutality.
Yes. And the first person scheduled to be executed was Joseph Chapleau, and he was to be executed because he beat his neighbor to death with a sled stake. But his execution was commuted to life in prison after he won his appeal.
What
so
is
the
a sled
next man
stake?
up was William Camere. I have no idea.
That's. I'm looking that up while you're talking, but go ahead, William Camere.
You should. So the next person in line was William Camere, who murdered his wife with a hatchet. And he went on to file an appeal claiming this was cruel and unusual punishment. And guess who paid for the legal defense?
Edison?
Westinghouse.
Why did Westinghouse?
Because he didn't want his name anywhere near this, so he paid for all of his lawyers.
He was trying to stop this guy from getting killed, basically.
He didn't want this to go through. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But the appeal was denied, and on August 6th, 1890, at the Auburn prison in an oak chair, William Camere was strapped in leather restraints, a mask placed on his head. He had 2 electrodes placed on his head and back. And his final words, this is from Megan, "Take it easy and do it properly. I'm in no hurry." At this time, 1,000 volts of alternating current passed through his body, rendering him unconscious. The physicians on hand examined him and determined he was still breathing and his heart was still beating. So one of the doctors yelled out, "Have the current turned on again, quick, no delay." But the generator doesn't turn on immediately, so it needed some time to charge up. This time, they doubled it to 2,000 volts of alternating current through his body, and his blood vessels ruptured, so it literally looked like his blood was sweating out of his skin.
Ugh.
And the areas where the electrodes were connected just burnt the skin. I can't imagine the smell. There was smoke, just fires breaking out over his body. The whole ordeal took about 8 minutes.
The human burning
and
inside
this was
and out
because the
is
electrodes
gross.
were basically placed. Yeah. It was just like cooking him because it was on his head in the back of his neck when they should have put it on his head to his feet.
Yeah.
The newspaper headline read, "Far worse than hanging." Even
Oh.
with this debacle, the electric chair became the most used method in the United States, reaching New York and 26 other states. A few adjustments were made until the mid-1980s when lethal injection took its place. Do you know how many people were executed in the United States with the chair?
Electric chair? Oh, I couldn't
Yeah.
even. How many years was it in place?
Well, it was until 1980s, so you're
Yeah.
talking almost 100 years.
Yeah, that I couldn't even imagine then. It had to be probably 1 million or more.
4,374 people.
Over 100 years.
Not 1 million.
There's only so over 100 years. That's 4,000 people. That's not that bad.
I did not think it was that high of a number.
Oh, all right.
But after the adjustments were made, the method used was now shaving the condemned person's legs and head. The arms and legs were tightly strapped in. A hat was placed on the person with a salt water soaked sponge secured to the head, with a hood placed over the head. Electrodes were placed on the legs, and alternating currents of 2,000 to 2,500 volts would surge through to knock the person out and maybe cardiac arrest. And then it would be from 500 to 1,500 volts to shut your organs down. As of 2023, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, and South Carolina still reserve the electric chair as a form of capital punishment.
I mean, do they just reserve it, or do they
Is
use
that surprising? I don't think they use it. I think it's more in case, like, lethal injection is ever held unconstitutional. Just they keep it on there as a backup.
Yeah. No, I mean, why would you?
But it just seems crazy that it's still allowed.
It's crazy that they chose to use the electric chair before the lethal injection, anyways. Is what it's crazy because, like you said, they figured out morphine would kill people a lot easier.
And as for the battle of electricity, it continued until 1893 when Westinghouse's AC became the standard.
Excellent. Love it. I currently believe that we should never use the electric chair again because that sounds awful. I think the chemical death is a lot better for people. So let's just stick with that. But I mean, the death penalty is so rare now anyways.
Electric chair, no. Bad. No good.
Electric chair, bad. But I do love that this guy, what is it? The electric tingle that he's trying to get? So what was this phrase that you said in the beginning?
Not what it was.
Oh, well,
a tingling sensation or something.
A tingling sensation. So I think a little electrical tingling sensation is good for everyone, but a lot of electrical tingling sensation not so good. I mean, that's what I've taken from this.
So like those hand buzzers are okay.
If you like rock bands who sing about making love, AC/DC is the band to go to. So we get that under control.
Mm-hmm.
And why would we take an easy route when we can torture people even worse? And those are my 3 outcomes from this story. I love it. And
well,
don't
thank
torture
you so
dogs.
much for your Mike-isms.
First of all, do not torture dogs. Bad move.
I always go off on different paths, but this whole feud between Edison and Westinghouse was so funny to me.
Yeah, the electrical tacular. I love it. It was lovely.
There's no taculars. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for having me.
All right. Well,
lovely story.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much for listening.
If you have a story you'd like us to share, email us at ouchwasthataghost@yahoo.com.
Don't forget to follow our Facebook page, Ouch, Was That a Ghost?